The Loss of Water Supply in the Central Valley by Shannon Alejandro. Introduction. Because of climate change, there's many droughts and a loss of water supply in California, specifically in the Central Valley, because many people use excessive groundwater pumping. In the Central Valley, like many semi-arid agricultural regions around the world, rely on groundwater irrigation. In California, agriculture relies on many water systems that divert surface water streams to supply agricultural fields. This highlights a feedback loop, which means less surface water because of these droughts, more groundwater pumping, more subsidence, and reduced water storage for in the future. My argument is that because of this problem, there's a huge water scarcity and a danger of agricultural fields. In Figure 1, we see the data comes from the Central Valley Hydraulic Model CVHM. Specifically, the CVHM2 stimulates focus on groundwater and land subsidence in the Central Valley and stimulates water throughout the years of 1962 to 2019. This temporal chart is called Cumulative Change in Groundwater Storage in the Central Valley. This figure shows groundwater storage decreases from 1962 to 2019 on the x-axis, and on the y-axis shows the volume of water in cubic kilometers from negative 200 to 50. They analyzed the trend of different sun basins of California's Central Valley. Green represents Sacramento, blue represents San Joaquin Basin, and purple represents Tulare basins in the south. And lastly, Delta represents yellow represents Delta in the east side, and then black shows the effects of the Central Valley of its water loss in storage. This figure shows that during the loss of many droughts, which occurred rapidly from 2012 to 2017, 37 kilometers of cube of water were lost. Much of the 2012 through 2016 groundwater loss was from the Central Valley, with approximately one-third from the San Joaquin Basin and two-thirds from the Tulare Basin. The decline during the 2012 through 2016 drought was bigger compared to declines in 2007 through 2009. Although the Sacramento Basin remained relatively stable, the San Joaquin and Tulare Basins experienced relatively significant losses because they reflect it's heavily reliant on groundwater storage. This temporal trend shows that the climate change consequences in the Central Valley have affected surface water decreases, which causes more groundwater to be used and less culminated water over the years in the Central Valley. Therefore, this causes more aquifer depletion, which becomes land subsidence, and there's a water insecurity. Figure 2. For this spatial pattern, it was taken from the geodendric satellite technique of interferometric synthetic aperture radar. This map shows a section of the Central Valley and looks at two towns called El Lindo and Conquerin, as shown by the black arrows. In the right upper hand side, there is a legend that represents the elevations in the Central Valley from negative 4,000 meters to positive 4,000 meters. The Central Area Valley is white and green at low levels. The Central Valley is surrounded by higher Sierra Nevada mountains, which are brown in the east side of the valley, and they get their water mostly from that mountain. Lastly, you see the main legend in the bottom with the black arrow as well. It's titled 2015 through 22 Deformation M. It shows a blue scale to red scale of how much vertically at this time the different how much is changed. The different colors in the bottom represent purple and blue, which means subsidence. This means that the land is sinking at negative 2 m because of too much aquifer depletion. The whites represents of the land that the land is stable at 0. The large areas of purple and pink range from negative 2 to negative 1 and are near El Lindo and Conquerin. Those are significant because it indicates that there's a land subsidence. The hotspot near the Conquerin is a well-known region of extreme groundwater and subsidence. Then solutions. Due to climate change causing droughts, there is a more water scarcity and less available water for farmers Subsidence is an effect of too much water being used, which means land being sinking down. Solutions. Wetlands also can provide a water quality benefit by serving as a filtration system for agriculture drainage waters. To help with the issue of subsidence, California has implemented a three-bill legislation known as the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act to achieve long-term sustainability. Bibliography.